Genesis 1 tells us that when God finished the work of creation, he saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. Obviously, he was pleased with the work of his hands. When the natural world was in place, we read that the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Genesis 2:7. God gave this man, Adam, the job of tending and keeping the Garden of Eden with this instruction: of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. In the next verse, God says, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a help meet suitable for him." Until this point, as God observed his creation, he pronounced it very good. But now something is not good. What exactly was not good, and why? Adam's being alone seems to be the key thought in what God is expressing here as not good. The Hebrew word translated alone literally means separation. Man was not merely lonely. His separation was of a spiritual nature. To me, it speaks of an inner aloneness. George Berry's The Interlinear Literal Translation of the Hebrew Old Testament translates Genesis 2:18 this way: "Not good is being the man to his separation." The question then becomes, separated from what or whom? At this point, the only other beings present with him were the animals. Could it be that this statement by God was not a mere observation of Adam's loneliness, as some have assumed? Rather, more seriously, it was addressing Adam's relationship with God himself. Adam had not yet been joined to God in his divine life. For Adam to fulfill the purpose of God, to walk in authority over the enemy, he had to become a partaker of divine life. He was, at this point, merely a created being, and God could not thrust divine life upon Adam. Adam would have to choose to receive it. But the future of God's plan depended on it. Watchman Nee states it this way in his book, The Messenger of the Cross: "Of all the edible trees, this one, the tree of life, is the most important. This is what Adam should have eaten first. Why is this so? The tree of life signifies the life of God, the uncreated life of God. Adam is a created being, and therefore he does not possess such uncreated life. Though at this point he is still without sin, he nevertheless is only natural, since he has not received the holy life of God. The purpose of God is for Adam to choose the fruit of the tree of life with his own volition, so that he might be related to God in divine life. And thus, Adam would move from simply being created by God to being born of him as well. When God said that Adam's aloneness was not good, he meant it really was not good. There was a problem in paradise, and God purposed to resolve it. Help was on the way.